Good afternoon, guys. Just a little bit of a preview to this afternoon's US session, and we've got Canada retail sales out in a few minutes. Real choppy week, as it has been since I've started here. Last week, the consolidation of the non-farm payrolls move. This week, pretty much more of the same, actually. Because I think a lot of people being chopped right up, as the euro has done all year. That move yesterday to 107.60 must caught a few people up on the back of some softer US interest rate moves. But again, like I'm still a dollar bull, but its job is all about timing, and trading is all about timing, and it will always be about timing. So you've got to be pretty nimble, unless you've got big pockets and you want to stay short unless it breaks 111. And you're looking for parity. That's not really where we're at. We're trading short term here, so we've got to try and figure out. We've had a little bit of a move down in the euro this morning. Mario Draghi talking again. He doesn't disappoint. He's pretty much letting us know what he's going to do if the eurozone inflation doesn't start picking up. I think he's made it very clear, and people are quite well positioned ahead of that, of course. So with that move down from down to 106.60. There's a bit of support technically down there now. Ahead of the weekend, we're going to see an extensive move lower. Obviously not. We've ticked back up, and we've seen a bit of euro sterling ticking back up as well, which is probably the main reason why the pound has been rejected at 153. I think sterling still looks fairly firm overall, but going to the weekend, avoiding event risk, the market looks like it's clearly short of euro sterling, and they're just taking their shorts back. Look at the last few days been pretty much sideways. Below that 70.40 level, that was where we were before Super Thursday. We went up to 72, I think, around 72. We traced all there. Now we've traded quite comfortably below there. I mean, to me, that's quite bearish. I think, interest rates differentials still do point in sterling outperformance, but, we've got a really sticky level around here, 0.70, bit of a psychological level. So it looks like we're going to do some more consolidation. Who knows? We might have to squeeze back up to 70.50 again, but I still think it's a pretty good sell, barring all other things, any other changes, especially with possible QE coming up towards year end. How long we got before dollar Canada? Well, let's look at the Canada chart while we're here. As you can see, that's very strongly correlated with oil. Your retail sales could be a mover. Market's very thin Friday afternoons. I don't think the market's one way or the other with dollar CAD. It's been, since this big move here, oil's been steadily soft. Let's just have a look at the bigger picture on that. Who's to say 40 is going to be a bottom for oil? Obviously, there's a bit of support there, but there's some talk in the market that we're going to see $25. With the Middle East looking to squeeze out the people who are doing the fracking, it becomes uneconomical below this level anyway, to certainly take it out of the sea and take it out of shale as well. So, I think that's the big long game, is to squeeze all the other people out, get all down to $25 a barrel, and then retake the market. So if we're heading that way, then dollar CAD's certainly going to be, you can see how well correlated it is, and I think we're going to head towards 140 maybe. I mean, a couple of years ago, dollar CAD was trading at 90 cents to the US, so it's not called the loonie for nothing, but it's not something, it's an easy one to trade, dollar CAD. It does look like it's making a steady sort of move, and you do have to have a view on oil if you're going to trade it well as well, but we'll see what happens in retail sales. What are we expecting? Retail sales. 0.2, market seems consensus to be 0.07. I don't think it's going to be a massive mover there. So look at our buddy, the DX dollar index, choppy as you'd expect, but that's financial markets. They don't travel in straight lines. So, but we're still holding above this sort of 98.4 level. I still like the dollar, as I've been waxing on so far. I see no reason to change that view, but in terms of trading euros and dollar yen, like I said, you've got to choose your levels quite well. Euro, well, that squeezed to 107.60. That would have caught a lot of people out. Personally, I would have had to stop at 107.50. Like, I didn't have a position at yesterday. I've been very disappointed walking into that loss, because this sort of 40-50 area topped out quite nicely. Obviously, that looks interest if we did have a spike back up there again. There'll be something to sell into with a fairly tight stop. Around here, no man's land really. I mean, I think you're looking for support at 50, 60 area to hold in the short term. The trend still is overall down, but you know, for this afternoon, I think it's just safe to leave it. The price action is not really telling us anything there. Sterling, we've already talked about. Still hasn't regained that level we were at before Super Thursday, which was 154-ish. But again, you know, overall 150, 160, or you know, sterling not much to write home about. And our friend the yen. Let's have a look at him. 2 minutes before Canada retail sales. I think the yen is in a fairly nice uptrend overall still. I'm not much of a cloud player, but I guess if you're a cloud player, this is quite bearish coming through the cloud and looking down here. We could have a look down to 122.5. This little trend line up here looks hovering around, not a conducive break. But perhaps if we do open up on Monday down around here, we might see a bit of a sell-off in dollar yen. So let's have a look at the CAD. Trade around 133.15 as we go in. About 30 seconds to go. But it's a Friday, not an extended move today. Yeah, I think keep your position square over the weekend perhaps, and look to trade, see what happens on if there's any events over the weekend that, you know, any more terrorist atrocities, etc. Okay. Looks like the market's betting dollar CAD up just before. Yeah, they look 20 points higher now straight away after those figures have come out. Minus 0.5, expecting 0.2. So that's not good, obviously, for the loonie. Oil price is not good for the loonie. So I might see some dollar outperformance there. Anyway, so good luck this weekend, and we'll see you Monday.